Hello everyone, I'm Lecherous, and this is Let's Play Trails of Cold Steel 4 Part 9. In the previous video, we finished up our business in St. Arc and went to try and head to Parm to meet up with some former Thor's Branch Campus members. And along the way, Juna unlocked her new class. She's a Mechomancer. She can summon mechs and cause them to fight magic knights. The Draken's moving on its own. The Pendulum Rose gave me is reacting. It's shining. Does that mean... You want to fill us in on the light show there, Uni? Juna, how did you... I'll explain later. First, we need to finish this thing off. Understood? I'm confused.
A powerful enemy.
Bro, I got no HP. You can use EP to call in Panzer Soldiers to perform powerful attacks. Some of them to break through tough enemies. Alright, so they brought this mechanic back. They cannot be used in battles against people. But like, you see the thing is that I've got no... Okay, so it's a scripted thing? Because I'm like, isn't he just gonna one-shot me again? Because everyone's dead. So that's why he didn't die. He guarded. Is that allowed?
I shall go.
Oh god. What if he kills me? What if he kills me still?
Let's do this! Dragon 2!
A little underwhelming. Slightly more damage than a basic auto attack. Get him.
Nice! We did it!
Unscathed. Yeah, unscathed. There was no scathing going on there. Ooh, an ingenuity. I mean, was that a rare legendary magic knight fight that didn't heal? I don't even... Did its enhance heal it? I wasn't really paying attention. But I can't believe it. They've finally been created. Magic knights that don't heal. By God. It's truly a new era. Now the question is that because the base level design got better? Or have we... You know, is that a difficulty mod change? It didn't seem like it was... Because, you know, in CS3... When the healing was removed, it would still display a heal, but it would just do 0 healing. But that didn't happen here, so I don't know if that could just be a UI change or if that's an actual that fight doesn't have healing in it. To begin with, we defeated it for real this time. You know, what did you do back there? It looked like you were able to connect with the Draken somehow. I don't know how to explain it, and I have no idea how it happened either. But it felt kind of like when we connected with Instructor Rean before. Oh? It did seem similar now that you mention it. Still curious about this Paloma grass. Maybe someone back in Rean will have some info for us. You got a way of contacting the others, right? That, Ring of 7 thing? Of course, Rose is bound to know something. Give me a minute, I'll make the call. Hello, this is Kurt Vander speaking. Black Paloma grass, you say? So it made an appearance in Sutherland, too. Does that mean you've been in touch with the old Class 7? Indeed, they discovered the grass while searching for the Singularity. There's no doubt it has some connection to the Great Twilight. But that is not the Singularity. The pendulum I gave you would be reacting otherwise. Oh man, I almost got my hopes up for a minute. The Magic Knight seems to have mainly reacted to the Draken too. I can only speculate on that point. This could mean the connection you formed with the Ashen Knight and the Grawl is still active. My connection with Valimar? Really, even now? As a secondary contractor, you're able to supply it with mana. That combined with your own strong will allowed you to control it. I guess there's one more thing we have to thank Instructor Rean for. That guy, I swear. Even with him, it still feels like he's here bailing us out. If you could control it, that could be a valuable asset. Clam Soleus, Ebonshade. Let's go. Did you unlock your ability again? I could have used that last time, Altina. Whoa, where'd it go? I'm using Clam Soleus' stealth mode to hide it from view. We should be able to use the auto thrusters to bring it to us if the need ever arises. I had no idea you could do that, but you're right, it could prove useful. Is like really nobody gonna bring up like why the fuck is it just out here in the damn middle of the wilderness? I mean, I know the answer is spatial time distortion, but like, well, what the fuck, man? Thanks, Allie. It's like, I don't mind the answer being plot bullshit, but like, I need a character to be like, yo, this is fucking weird. Like, I can buy that they're like, it's there because the plot needs Eunice Draken to be there, but like, I need someone to be like, yeah, it's kind of like fucking weird that it just happened to be right there, right when we needed it. Feel free to contact me if anything else happens. Until then, how do I hang up? Is this button here? She's a boomer. It may not have been exactly what we were looking for, but I'd say it was worth coming here. Totally. Right, it's good to know we have a Panzer Soda at our disposal. This new strain of Paloma grass could be a valuable lead. Once we've all caught our breath, we should continue onward to Parm. Sounds good. Overall, fun time, that fight. Some little minor issues. I'm still coming to terms with the way stats have been changed, or stat buffs and debuffs have been changed. It's a little annoying that, like, it seems like it benefits the enemy more than it benefits us, with the way he's able to just, like, instantly purge their debuffs. Whereas if you try and do the same thing, it just doesn't, it just makes the debuff shorter.
Parm should be to the right of here.
Yeah! Come on, let's get going.
Man, the whole party is fucking gassed. You know Tyr, right? It probably is close to being time to invest in our first weapon upgrade. I don't know who to give it to.
That's the good stuff.
I mean, Juna or Kurt are the obvious choices. Honestly, I mean, Kurt, until we get a belt, at least, he feels a little underwhelming. So it might actually be Juna. You actually have higher strength right now? I guess because you have Skull gives more, maybe? 56 is sub. Well, you get 56, yeah, so you get an extra 16 off that, and plus you have the Firebolt rare. Anything I want to change back? You actually have more mana. I think for now it doesn't really matter. This could be a strike though, or it could go back to being a strike. Alright. That's probably fine. I definitely wouldn't, like, I don't know. I do kind of like how Tyr is, like, not super expensive anymore. Because, like, that was kind of a problem in CS3's difficulty mod. Or potentially even the base game, I don't know. Whenever I say CS3, just assume I'm talking about purely in the context of the difficulty mod. Just because that's all I've played. Was that Tyr didn't really feel like it had much need to exist. It had like a very slightly lower delay than Thalos, but they were similar mana costs, so it felt like Thalos is pretty much better to cast all the time. Because it healed for a little bit more, and now late game it didn't really matter. It felt like Tyr was better then, except in cases when you didn't need to res, but just because Canon invalidated MP, for better or worse. I don't know how I feel about the change, or that aspect of canon in CS3, where it was just, if you have this equipped, mana is no longer a thing you have to worry about in the slightest. For the most part, I mean, I kind of enjoyed it, just because I felt like mana was...
This is where that train was derailed last time we were here.
Yeah. What do you think that was all about?
There's a strong possibility it was perpetrated by Ouroboros, though their motives are unclear.
What? Really?
You can't put anything past Shirley and her psycho friends.
I mean, I don't know if we ever, like... I thought it was just a byproduct of them testing the Ion? But yeah, I don't know if they'd ever really established what the earthquakes were. Because that kind of feel like the implication, but at the same time, I don't think the ion is able to be activated, right?
Eat this!
Now's our chance.
I really don't want to fight you. I got no mana, man. I got no mana.
Activate, destroy.
Here
No
I go!
unbalances?
Here I go!
Yeah,
Let's
you know
fall
what?
back. Later!
See ya. No unbalances means me no fight.
Now that's the good stuff.
I mean, it sounds like he gets drunk off tears. Any chests around here? But yeah, overall, the first Magic Night that I actually didn't find to be incredibly annoying / boring. Some minor annoyances with that one loss we had, but ooh, special chest or monster chest back. Doesn't that treasure chest seem a little weird? Yes, it's hard to explain, but something about it feels off. Actually, Kurt Vander thinks it's weird that there's just chests full of treasure laying around the wilderness in the first place. In that sense, all treasure chests are kind of weird. I believe I read something like this in the Intelligence Division's database. Chests like this are linked to a separate plane of existence and allows a special... Oh, I couldn't finish that with a straight face. Chests like this are linked to a separate plane of existence and in certain conditions allow them to manifest in special ways. You made that shit up. The theory is that they react to different people's links, so not just anybody can open them. Sounds risky, maybe we should give it a try. Okay, so blue chests are back from CS2. Trial chests are special chests that appear in certain dungeons and field locations. They contain powerful monsters that can only be opened by specific characters. Once you have all the necessary characters in your party, open the chest to begin the battle. It will strengthen your character's brave orders. Alright, so that's how that works. Find the trial chest, you'll be able to quickly return to it from the menu. That's cool. Now, do you think this is like our freebie that we can open with anybody, or do we need to come back with a later character? We're not really in a position to fight anything. You need Juna and Kurt. You see, the thing is that I got no mana. I mean, I could teleport back and come back here. Let's go ahead and get to Parm. We'll try and remember to come back. It technically is like 5 levels higher than what we are right now, but I don't think that really matters. I guess it'll kind of depend, right? Like, because like the main reason levels mattered in the early game in some of these games is just because of, at least in the difficulty mods, is because of your crafts, right? Like the main reason I had such a hard time with the tutorial boss in CS3 was because I just hadn't done enough fights to get Yuna's speed down craft.
There. I got one. I got a good one.
And so that ended up making the fight much more difficult than it would have been normally. I will not fail. You see, the thing is that I'm failing.
Check it out.
JK, I'd never felt 0.2 bigger than the last one. Get blown out. Granted, only Yuna's fish so far. So she just beat herself. Not as impressive.
It's powerful. We must take care. Eat this! Be on guard.
That was pretty
It's
close. The delay's a little bit longer than some of the...
They're mine.
Here I go! Ha! Now's our chance! It's mine! Let's fall, let's keep moving.
Oh, I found some treasure.
Ooh, Earth Pulse rare. I almost bought an Earth Pulse too. Yeah, I think that's pretty... I mean, honestly, I guess that kind of depends on like what the cost is. Like, what is the mana cost? Can I check that on anything? Nah, because I only upgraded their starter. Well, actually, we can check it here. Oh, it's only 40 EP? Yeah, that shit's fucking great. It's only slightly more expensive than tier. Honestly, probably heals for more than tier on everyone except Altina. Because tier's like a 1500 heal. So 25% of that would be more on all these characters, especially as we get a little bit more HP going forward. So yeah, that's pretty pog. There are some who might say that's pog. I don't know, is 20 strength? I think 6 crit is better than 20 strength. You don't really, I don't know, I feel like breath is pretty stinky. Kind of depends on the fight. It feels like in most of the fights, the benefit of standing like literally right next to each other so that you can multi-heal with breath is outweighed by the fact that it doesn't, like the detriments of being right next to each other and how you're going to get hit by splash damage.
There! I see it!
Yes.
Ready to go!
We've reached Parm.
It took us longer than I expected.
Make fun of him, Randy.
Man, it'd be great if we could get some horses or something.
No. This is the SSS
Hey,
experience.
that one looks... Now this one looks worth my while.
Begin
I got no.
retreat.
You
Exiting
see, the thing is
battlefield.
that I have no mana. Juna literally has 0 mana.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Blue pendulum? The weakest of the pendulums. There. She's immune to everything now, almost, kinda, not really. Yeah, I don't know what the, like, I don't know the immunities off the top of my head. I assume it's that Earth slot must give you Petrify. I don't know what the 2 space slots give you. You had anti-vanish from, I guess, your Mirage slots. Yeah, it's part of the, I think it's like, it's in the README, I want to say. It has the list
Eat this!
of like
You're
what the
in
slots
disarray.
do. I'll probably have to look at it eventually. I do wish this stuff, like, I wish there was something that gave me CP. So that I could, we can blade dance.
Breakthrough! Sledgehammer!
Like, I mean, we could try and fight you.
Activate destroy.
My turn.
Because we can blade dance for free.
Very
Or
well.
for more than free, actually.
Strike!
You'd never kill Kurt.
All right!
He can't be done. So it costs EP. 180 power break. It doesn't... Okay, it does hit everyone. I mean, it's good, but it doesn't seem like that good. Which is probably for the best.
You can't escape!
That at least means it's something we can use as opposed to summoning Valimar
Here
in
I go!
CS2 where it was just like way too broken. Feathered guest.
Now's our chance! It's mine!
It was like I just couldn't
Let's
even
go.
like. I mean, I think I summoned Valimar like once as just to see the mechanic, and then I used it in the final boss. You know, the Reverie boss corridor, or the Reverie corridor final boss, and he got basically 20 actions in a row because it was during his enrage.
Strike! It's down! Gotcha!
So that was maybe a burstable situation, in all honesty. Don't destroy me. You'd never kill Kurt.
That was foolish. My turn!
Why am I fighting these things?
How? Proud warrior!
Why do I fight things? Granted, this is actually worse than if we just ulted. Or just use Crimson Gale.
My turn.
I have no mana.
Charging.
It's my turn!
I've got no mana, dude.
Ha! Let's get him!
I'll assist. Yeah. Target's
Oh, you
eliminated.
straight up
Move
killed.
out.
I must train.
You got a free airstrike. The chances I'll utilize that? Probably less than 0. Sapith, pretty good. Honestly, the best thing you can get out of regular chests is always Sapith. At least for the most part. I mean, sometimes they have, like, spirit instances, like in the ones in the end of the game. But in general, Sapith, the best thing you can get out of regular chests. Oh, the Parm music's so good. They still spinning. Phew, we're finally here. It's been a long journey. We could all use a rest. Hasn't changed since we came here for field exercises. That's your child at home, huh? And, isn't Hamel nearby? Yes, it's on the way to the Libero border. Let's take a look around town, shall we? Papa and Tatiana used to be in the area. Let's visit the training hall while we look for them. A sound idea. Let's go. Gather intel in Parm. I need to gather my weary bones in a bed because we're on survival rations out here. Yeah, I don't really need Mirage for anything. It means we could probably upgrade slots. I wouldn't mind an action, but I think I would prefer to upgrade some slots. Oh, it's so good. The music. I don't know what I want to do. Oh, you can actually see how much extra EP it gives you? I wasn't even paying attention. I was like, what is that number that's changing? We're not really using our Mirage for anything, so we can upgrade that. Randy, you're still fine for now. Let's upgrade our Kurt slot. That's about all we can really do. There have been plenty of wars in the last few years. I never thought one of this scale would happen in my lifetime. As you can see, the training hall's been taken over the army. Conscriptions are going to start soon. Every day I pray to Adius that things will go back to normal soon. Anything we want to equip here? 160 EP and heat up is actually kind of good. At least for right now, while we don't have many options. Kind of wouldn't mind giving that to you, in all honesty. You do get heat up naturally through this, right? But you also have Regulus, because we don't have anything else better to equip. I mean, maybe Scald. Maybe later. Kurt can go back into his form as a true Break Lord. I think for now, we'll roll this. We already have Breath. I guess Recuria. We put Silverthorn back on you. Would I rather have this defense and give it to Juna? Maybe? Because you don't have a break. And I think I prefer a break on you over a defense. Let's do it like this. For that there. Yeah, you have to keep Earth Pulse there because it's leveled up. Yeah. Yo, Randy, where'd you go all this pit to upgrade your ship, man? Have you seen the new bus stop outside town? It's good to have one, but buses don't come often. They're always nearly empty. This doesn't bode well for my store. Your store that had a grand total of 1 item last time? 600 HP, 6 evasion? I think we needed it for trade-ins? Maybe? Usually those special accessories are for trade-ins. I do kind of want to make that break accessory. But that gives like the 12 speed and accuracy or whatever. You give like a bunch of like nice stuff at once, so it's probably, if we can make it pretty early on before we get better stuff. Aren't you? Ah, never mind, I was just mumbling myself. Good luck for someone, it's just me here, as you can see. Does he know we're looking for Pablo? Even if he does, Pablo's not here. Let's look somewhere else. Dog on to the dogs lately. Still can't close up shop. My customers are counting on me, so I gotta make ends meet somehow. I think we have like 90 of this is legit. Yes, I'm going to keep sticking to these restrictions. You can't stop me. Oh, I can't. Oh, no, there we go. Shop. Kurt or Juna? Kurt or Juna? What do the upgrades give? Okay, you get 2 crit in defense, and you get 2 crit and just more strength. Honestly? I mean, that seems like it's a better value proposition for Juna. You already get defense by default with your weapon. You just get a little bit more defense. And you just get extra strength. But you get more... Actually, I think you get less extra strength than hers did. Alright, I'll bite the bullet. We'll buy both. Don't ever say I don't do anything nice for you, kiddos. And we'll even strengthen them as soon as I learn how to navigate menus. Guess you get like basically, you both get 45 extra strength, but you get 4 points of extra defense, Boggy. We're back to being poor. Yo, Randy, I need some quests, man. I got no money. Banks and Panzer Soldads passed by town earlier. Looks like they're going to be stationed at Titus Gate. Best pay attention so the kids don't end up afraid. They all seem alright for the time being. They're playing like they always are. If I was a parent, I'd be a little relieved if Katam would calm down overall. I guess I could teleport back to the city and rest there, but I don't want to do all that. I'll pay 100 Mira.
Now that's the good stuff.
We could go back and try and do that chest. Hello. Hey, I know that guy. Any Fisherman Wood. He's the president of the Lake Lord Company, Lord Lake Lord. Who might you be? It seems that you recognize the owner. I'm not sure if we've met. Ah, you're still but Fry, but you developed a taste for fishing. Nevertheless, would not be opposed to outfitting you with my latest fishing gear. I would sell it to you myself. You should be honored. Thanks. Jeez, this guy's more like Lord Snoot Lord. It's not an unusual behavior for a noble. That said, he was able to determine our skill as fishers from a single look. It's clear his president status isn't simply ornamental. May I ask, Lord Lakelord, what brings you to such a far-flung town? Plainly speaking, my company and I are struggling. Worse yet, something curious is happening in bodies of water all over the Empire. What a miserable time to be short-handed. Not sure what that's about, but he does sound pretty busy. No matter, getting flustered right now won't do me any good. As a matter of fact, I recently bought a book to help take my minds off things. I thought it was about a fishing crew that sails the ocean. When I started reading, my first impression rapidly proved false. It wasn't a bad yarn, however. Why don't you take it? It's also kind of weird that the story just kind of started in the middle, like I'd almost missed the first chapter or something. Thank you. If you learn anything in your fishing endeavors, return to me. I need more information myself. Of course. There's less demand for leisure activities with the war nearly upon us. We've reduced our production and restructured operations in anticipation of the downturn. I believe our company will be just fine. What I'm worried about are the changes to the aquatic ecosystems and the disappearance of my son Kenneth. Son Kenneth, oh man. I can't spend any money on that shit. I'm gonna be honest. S-tablet, Shells. Shells are always worth it. I mean, I guess there's no reason to keep your fish. I don't know. Alrighty, back we go. Already talked to you. Right? Yeah. Another pointless war. It's gonna cause grief and suffering. People don't learn, do they? Take a Mel, for instance. My chest still tightens when I think back to that tragedy. I'll have you know, it was a landslide that did them in. There was no war to be had. I haven't seen you kids in a while. Isn't this a welcome surprise? Have you been doing alright? Everything's been so chaotic lately. We have, about as well as can be expected, at least. Hope we didn't worry you. Oh, by the way, some of our classmates are in town. Is there any chance you've seen them? Their names are Pablo and Tatiana? We sure have. They're staying with us. They've been helping us out around the store, but they just stepped out a little while ago. Good, I'm glad to hear they're doing alright. Yeah, this really speeds up our search. You know where they went off to? Not really, no. They often hang around the town here and there. Wander around, you're bound to run into them. Alright, we'll try that. Thank you for your help. Pablo and Tatiana told me all about the stuff you kids have been through. You're still quite a little talented little adventures, aren't you? Just today, try and take it easy for a change. Some rest is definitely in order, thank you. What unlucky timing. I'm afraid your friends aren't back here at the moment. I hope you get to see each other soon. I'm sure they'll be happy to see you're well. I think we better go take a look at them. Agreed, shall we? 3% evasion, that's not bad. I never read the Imperial Chronicle. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll pause for a second, and then I will read the Imperial Chronicle, and we will continue looking for Pablo and Tatiana. Be right back. Alright, we're back. We have returned with 2 varieties of sauce. One normal flavored, one hot bean juice flavored. I think some refer to it using the word coffee. I've only used the scientific term. What we're supposed to be doing? Reading the Imperial Chronicle, right? Yes. I know how to read books. Not those books. Not that book. This book. Yeah. Operation Jormungandr announced. On August 1st, the nation bore witness to a military parade on Vancouver Street in Heimdall. The event, which lasted approximately an hour, was a powerful display featuring dozens of Imperial Army tanks and numerous Panzer Soldats, as well as aerial stunts by the Air Force. Despite being organized on short notice, the magnificent parade amazed onlookers with its pomp and splendor. The parade ended at Dreikel's Plaza. There, Chancellor Osborne and Governor General Rufus were joined by Supreme Commander Van Dyke, whose presence bolstered an already imposing group of political powerhouses. The three delivered an announcement that would trump even the fear surrounding the national mobilization law revealed just 3 weeks earlier. Operation Jormungandr, a bold military operation on an unprecedented scale, is to be launched against Calvard. While the details remain confidential, Supreme Commander Van Dyke assured all assembled that this all-out operation would quell the political unrest sweeping the continent within a year. A brand new Gargantua-class airship then made its debut to thunderous applause. When pressed for a comment, an officer at the scene answered, "As soldiers, we will respond to the call of duty, whatever form that might take." Yeah, okay, whatever. Conscription offices open nationwide. The effects of the national mobilization law are already evident as conscription offices open out west in Ortis and Grenville. Meanwhile, military storehouses have been erected in Legram and Celtic to the east in preparation for the war. Smaller branches have also opened along major railway stops. Draft cards in or out. Draft cards are being sent out to adult men who meet government-set requirements for military service. Those are be able to breathe. Indeed, included are the locations to the recipient's assigned unit and a report date for the indicated conscription office. Whether highborn or blue collar, the proud blood of airborne warriors runs through us all. Imperial Army Press Office. Imperial Chronicle and CNS collaboration. The Imperial Chronicle and Crossbell News Service will be working in collaboration as the Empire readies for war. Don't bring the CNS down to your fucking level. The arrangement will last until conflict ceases. The journalist's duty in such turbulent times is to relay events faithfully through photographs and commentary, said Fidelio of the IC, who was awarded an honorary Pulitzer Prize for his outstanding on-site coverage of the Civil War that unfolded while he was yet a student. Looky there. A peaceful moment. Visitors to the St. Art Cathedral will find themselves greeted by a fresh floral scent of Aran flower incense. The clergy have chosen this flower native to Izmia Great Forest for its renowned calming properties. Alas, due to recent increase in aggression on the parts of local forest fauna, flower picking in the area is currently discouraged. What a tactful way to put it. To say shit's overrun with monsters, the army ain't doing its damn job. The recent aggression in the local forest fauna. Vice & Co. have you covered. For everyday supplies to wholesale and shipping, we're a government-accredited company you can trust. Fast and courteous service guaranteed. Shut up, Hugo. Alrighty. So we're supposed to be going to the training hall, right? We could also head to the chapel. The chapel. Well, we could take a little peek. Take a little peek. Oh, what's over here? You got some sort of quest for me? A little quest for us? Even our reserve stock are running low. At this rate, we'll be unable to make any more medicine. It's a Cold Steel game, or it's a Trails game. Your first quest is always getting ingredients for medicine. And suppose we could make do with substitute ingredients. Father Hobbins, are you alright? You seem gravely worried. Oh, it's good to see you, Kurt. I've heard you had some trouble in Heimdall. I wouldn't dare to pry into your private affairs, though. All I have to say is that I'm glad you're doing well. Thank you for your concern. That aside, it seems the people of Parm are in a difficult position as well. You seem distraught too. Perhaps just about everything has been hit hard times lately. That's true, but is there something we could do for you, Father? As members of Class 7, we cannot ignore those in need of assistance. Please, tell us what it is that's been troubling you. I'd rather not bother you, but if you insist... It's a simple matter, really. We've been running out of ingredients for making medicines. Because of the requisitions? Indeed, the church is exempt, but the townspeople have been forced to give away much of their supplies. It has made it practically impossible for us to obtain them. I've been considering purchasing alternative ingredients. Unfortunately, it isn't as if we have substitutes on hand either. That is quite the conundrum. Our time may be limited, but it would weigh heavily on my conscience if we did nothing to help. It's up to you, Kurt. Don't mind either way. Well, see ya. I feel too bad. I couldn't say no, man. We would like to offer our assistance. Yeah, give us a list and we'll be back with the stuff before you know it. I admire your confidence, and I thank you for the offer. There are only 2 ingredients, in fact. The first is rainbow rubia, a very large, rare plant. Or a very rare plant. It's not large. I don't know. I pretend the word large is there. In this town, it's mostly used for repairing dye. I remember that. Rainbow rubia, That rings a bell. A cross bell. Sorry. You can groan. You're right. We once collected it during our field exercises. It can staunch bleeding and relieve fever, right? Totally impressed, young lady. Good memory, Uni. Instructor Rean told me that. If I remember correctly, Rainbow Rubia should be available at the department store in St. Arc. It was at Sterry Farm Luxury Foods. Hopefully they'll have some in stock. We should check there. What is the other ingredient? The blood of the innocent. A medicinal plant known as a healing herb. Yeah, they kind of phoned it in when it came to this one. First plant, Rainbow Rubia, named for its bright, fluorescent colors. Healing herb. As an herb, it heals. I don't know, fuck it. They don't pay me overtime to cope with this shit. Archbishop Ramson at St. Arc Cathedral should have those. If you explain what you need it for, I'm sure you won't mind giving you some. Understood. We'll procure the ingredients for you. Thank you and good luck. Can you just send a letter? If you're here to speak with Father Hobbins, he's in his office. He's been pondering over something since this morning. Okay. Guess we'll talk to you again, see what you say. You can probably find Rainbow Rubia at the department store in St. Arc. So healing herbs, Archbishop Ramson should have those at the cathedral. Okay, but I don't want to leave Parm. I want the music, man. I need it in my brain. I guess we can teleport back, yeah? Yeah. We could also teleport to the chest. Welcome, you looking for anything in particular? Yes, actually. Kurt asked. I'm sorry, we don't have any Rainbow Ruby in stock. Not even a little? You never cared much of it to begin with, and it's become difficult to have them brought in because of the way things are now. What should we do? Maybe there's some other way of getting it. You don't seem to be agnosed over a certain food ingredient. Perhaps I could assist. My name is Orva. I just happen to run a business in Liberl that deals in the rarest of ingredients. You have your sights set on Rainbow Rubia, and at such a tender age, too. Without a doubt, you have a bright future as gourmands. In appreciation of that potential, I'll tell you of a place I've seen her growing. I feel like I've seen this guy somewhere before. A food ingredient? Is Rainbow Rubia edible? I suppose there are some medicinal herbs that are used in cooking, but... This reminds me of a certain student in my class. Yes, I can only hope he's doing well too. Either way, no where. You think Freddy needs to be worried about? He's just lucky that Osborn's not on his fucking hit list, alright? He probably wakes up in a cold sweat thinking about that damn trident. And how it's gonna hunt him down. Either way, knowing where it grows would be a big help. Okay, I got your tongue. I only assume your loss of speech must be an effect of your pure excitement. Anyway, let me tell you, I found Rainbow Ruby on my way back to Izmir Grey Forest. It was on the West Southern Highway, at a high spot with good sunshine. Thank you. Why would someone from the Borough risk going to such a dangerous area at this time? I'm crazy! I'd go anywhere in search of delicacies, that's all there is to it. If it weren't for the current circumstances, I'd prefer to keep searching this country for many more delectable ingredients. But alas, at the very least, I'll still be able to visit Izmir Great Forest twice more before I return to Libero. Oh, please take care and be careful. Rainbow Ruby's native habitat is on the West Southern Highway. It grows in high spots with good sunshine. Promising young people like yourself will have no trouble finding some. So we'll go pop over there, see if there's a fight. See if there's a dang old fight. Yeah, the trail music here is, I mean, it's up there with Parm. It might actually be better, surprisingly.
Eat this!
Okay, I want you to, yeah, go away. Wata?
My turn.
Oh, Wata?
Very well.
Might even Wata with the best of them?
Let's beat it. Catch you later.
I upgraded your weapons, right? Yeah? I don't know, you guys just suck. Because that did nothing. Split stems and small red flowers. These must be Rainbow Rubia. There aren't a lot of them left. They're pretty rare. We shouldn't take more than we need. That was easy. Now we just need the healing herbs. Yes, let's head back to the St. Art Cathedral. What if we waited for the music? Yeah. Let's look at the map for a second. Anything new on the map? I don't think so. I think everything here was on here earlier. Now, I mean, in theory, nothing should be added to the map, but I don't know. I mean, I assume for the most part we're going to be visiting old locations, but we might, you know, have a couple new ones. Like, we'll probably visit Ulster, I would guess, based on the intro being there, and the implication that there's some Thor students there. And I don't know if we'll ever go back to any of the other, like, I don't know if we'll go into any CS1 and 2 places, aside from, like, Heimdall. Yeah. Okay, take me back to the cathedral. Or I guess send me to the cathedral. We weren't actually there, but I guess it's technically back to the cathedral because we were here earlier, but yeah. Didn't really want to talk to you. Excuse us, Archbishop, but might we trouble you for a moment? Oh, hello there! What seems to be the matter? I'd be happy to help, however I can. Receive a request from Father Hobbins in Parm. Heard explained. Ah, I understand. Wait here, I'll prepare some now. Is this enough? That's perfect, thanks so much. You don't know how much you need. Can't help but feel bad though, you guys must be running pretty dry on supplies yourselves. Don't worry, we've been saving some so we have enough to spare. The main part, just one more thing though. The instructor who was with you before may no longer be by your side. No without a doubt that his teachings remain with you, no matter where he may be. You don't know why he's gone. What if we had a falling out because we hate him? You don't know that. What if the Randy or Rean is actually just Randy? You don't know. Maybe we had a makeover. You ever unsure of your path? That which he has left you in your heart will lead the way. Archbishop. Those words really mean a lot to us. We've got everything we need. Let's head back to Parm. I'm sure Father Hobbins will be pleased to see everything we were able to procure. But like, I'm just saying, it seems awful presumptuous. It's been 4 months. A lot could have happened in 4 months. I mean, like, yeah, you're right. But like, what if we hated Rean? Well, the instructor was with you before, may no longer be by your side. Okay. Let's say, if you're ever unsure of your path, that what he has left in the heart will lead the way. Yes. Or maybe it was just like a normal, like, we weren't even like that attached, right? Come on. Dude, you're just making all kinds of presumptions. You don't know me. Crouch. Oh man, look at that. It's freaking spooky. I do like that they added a quick teleport too, though. That's a nice quality of life feature.
Watch out! This is
Oh my god, it's the Omega Parm? Or Palm? He's back
Here I go!
from Sky 3, the legendary Lord of Parms. We can summon the Draken. I don't know how the hell that works, but...
You can't escape! Fire!
You would never kill Kurt.
Very well.
Insight looking kind of fresh.
Very well.
You can't blame Insight literally every time
Very well.
it fails at a 50-50 shot. Yeah, I can.
Through! Sledgehammer!
My turn.
You wouldn't kill me.
Strike! It's down!
They're mine!
Cover.
I was foolish.
Okay.
It's my turn!
I was really hoping he wouldn't, like, instantly die.
Can't escape! Fire!
You can't kill me. You can't do it. You can't
Why?
defeat.
No!
Okay, let's try that again.
Watch out! This is a tough one.
An opening!
Okay, that's good.
It's my turn! You can't escape! Fire!
An opening!
Also good.
Let's go! My turn! Very well.
Okay, I think we just want to smack you for now.
Strike! It's down!
They're mine!
You maybe should have Windbladed.
Let's go!
You can't defeat me? Okay, maybe you can defeat me, but like, what if you didn't?
Ha!
Yuna, you gotta go faster. Yuna!
I was foolish.
Ayo,
Here I
ayo,
go.
Yuna, you can't be this freaking slow.
You can't escape! Fire!
Because if you just let him get 3 actions before you get to Gemini Blast
No.
again, we kinda like freaking lose, Yuna. I don't
Be
know
on
if you're,
guard.
if you're aware.
Strong. An opening! My turn! Very
We
well.
probably would want like Chrono Drive or something on Kurt.
Let's go!
Could lower your defense.
Strike! It's down!
They're mine! All right!
Okay.
Strike! Windblade formation!
Here I go! You can't escape! Let's get him!
It's mine!
Okay. No, just don't act 3 times in a row. You can't kill Kurt.
I was foolish.
He can't be killed.
Here I go!
Yuna, are you trying to make me mad? Take a very small amount of damage.
Let's do this! Why? No!
Be on guard. It's
Okay, this will be our last attempt.
You can't escape! Fire!
You didn't even lower speed. Kurt, you died before you ever got to go.
Nope! I need to do something!
So I think we either need Chrono Break instead,
No.
because we need a stronger debuff. Because Gemini Blast is like, the delays on it too big. So maybe Chrono Break. And or have some way to buff Yuna's speed. Would be something we would want here. We'll try, I mean, we can just give you Chrono Drive. That's something we can at least test immediately. We don't have one, right? You have it? You get Chrono Drive for free? You do. I knew that. Sure, take that. Alright, let's try it again. I mean, I still think we're not gonna have the sustain. Well, Yuna has Earth Pulse,
This is a tough
an
one.
opening!
potentially.
It's my turn!
Okay, Windblade right off the bat.
Strike! Windblade formation!
It's my turn!
Since we have nothing else really to spin DP-wise, we probably just want to stay in Windblade the whole time.
Can't escape! Fire!
Okay,
An
good.
opening! Let's go!
Then you Blade Dance,
My turn!
Blade Dance.
Let's go!
I don't really care if you heal, if I'm being honest.
Arcus!
But it doesn't matter, you're not going to get it.
My turn!
You see, the thing is that my mana, it's very sick.
was foolish.
Here I go!
Okay, also, I would prefer it if he would, like, split his damage. Like, he only wants to hit Kurt.
No!
Maybe if we change our position. I mean, I kind of want Kurt to be hit at first because he has that insight.
Watch out! This is a tough one.
Let's go.
I think you still want to... Let me try and rely on the insight. Okay. Like I said, rely on the insight.
Alright! Why?
Because I think if we can get him debuff and us buff, it shouldn't be so bad.
Let's go. Arcus, activate.
Insight. You see, the thing is that I need insight to work.
Why? No!
Like, I want to at least get like a semi-decent attempt going before I give up.
An opening. My turn. Arcus, activate.
Here I go!
See, the thing is that my insight.
Yeah.
Eh?
Thank you.
My insight?
Thank you.
You can't die. True Kurts never die.
I was foolish.
Here I go! You can't escape! Fire!
He's too damn fast.
Why? No!
Okay, I think we probably need Chrono Break. Just because Gemini Blast is not cutting it here. Okay, let's do... Can we buy Chrono Break? It's not that expensive, right? We could maybe afford it. We cannot. We have no time, Sepith. You have 407. No, I only have 7, alright? We'll come back and do that later. I think you definitely could beat it right now, but I think you need some way to lower speed better.
There's a school of fish.
It's my turn!
Very well.
Now. Casting.
Oh, low.
Right,
She
proceed.
casting.
It's strong.
Get something besides Great Fish Casts 2022 challenge, Utterly Impossible.
I got one.
Oh, a Tyrol Bomb, that's pretty good. It was basically 400 gold for a Tyrol Bomb. Hey, Kurt! And the other one says, it's Kurt! What the? Kurt? Did you come play with us? You did, right? I knew it. Hey, you two, seems like you've been holding up just fine. Yeah. Kurt, let's climb trees. I can climb higher than anyone, or we can play tag if you like. I'm really sorry, but I don't have time to play with you today. And be careful on climbing trees, you two. It's easy to get hurt, so no showing off. Just keep it safe. Sure, okay. We met these children 4 months ago. It's good to see that they're as cheerful as ever, despite everything that's been going on. Yeah, at least the kids are doing fine. They remind me of Ken and Nana. I hope they're okay. I mean, they probably haven't been conscripted. That won't be until the National Mobilization Law 2, when it's like, anyone 6 years and up, go fight and die on Calvard. They absolutely seriously were having dinner yesterday. You told me it's a tough time for everyone, so don't get in any trouble. I don't know what to do anymore. Is fun not allowed? No, fun has been banned in Erebonia. Anyone caught having fun will be summarily executed. Mr. Blackhair's not with you this time. I wanted to play with him. Even this child, Mrs. Instructor Rean.
Here I go!
This is Instructor Rean, alright? Look at him. They basically look the exact same. He just grew his hair out a lot in the last 4 months. And dyed it red to fit in with the kids. Yeah, I was really serious. We were having dinner yesterday. Okay, you said the same thing. So let's go hit up the stores right. Is that a friggin'... I thought it was a fire truck for a second. I don't actually want to go here. Looks like someone's outside the training hall. What? Wait, I've seen those uniforms before. It's the Heimdall Military Police. Why are they here? The signs are removed as well. I wonder what happened to all the students.
From what I can tell, they've all gone to Heimdall.
I mean, I recognize the voice, but... Oh, yeah, it was you from the intro. Yeah, Rexy Rex. And you are... It's a fairly expensive model of orbital camera. Are you a journalist?
Oh man, was it that obvious?
Yo, wake up, honey. A new VV just dropped.
I'm the Imperial Chronicles world famous photographer. The one, the only, Rex.
But I've never heard of you.
And on that note, you two cuties are real works of art.
Cringe.
Mind if I get a quick photo?
Maybe some other time. What's to do with the Imperial Chronicle? Are you a friend of Vivi's by any chance? Oh, you know her? She's in a different department, but yeah, we're colleagues. She's going quiet, though. There's no way to get in touch with her, either. You don't know what she's been up to, do you? I'm afraid not. Wasn't Vivi in Heimdall when we last saw her? Yeah, she was with Mitt and Lind. All just vanished into thin air? Whoever she wandered off to, I hope she's at least found her big scoop. Anyway, for me, I just finished interviewing the guys at Titus Gates, so I got some free time on my hands. Got this, project, Cuties of Erebony. You sure you don't want to be featured? He appears to be quite sleazy. You give Randy or Sydney a run for their mirror. Hey, I got more class than this guy. You've been to Titus Gate. That's on the border with Libro, right? Anything interesting going on there? I mean, at least Randy doesn't hit on underage children, for the most part. I don't think Randy's ever hit on underage girls. I'm pretty sure Randy's based. Nah, still pretty quiet so far. Get the feeling all hell's gonna break loose soon. I made sure to get some photos so everything's still normal. Managed to wrap some info. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. What about the disciples from the training hall? You said they've been sent away? Can you tell us more, please? Alright, they've been headhunted for some special project. The Empire's most promising fighters are being snatched up to pilot planes of soldats. What the? You mean they'll be putting soldats and sent to fight in Calvard? But yeah, that's the idea. You thought the war was just around the corner. You thought with the war just around the corner, let Vander School disciples peacefully practice their skills in their hall? How do you know this much? Oh, look at the time. Gotta be late for my train. I gotta go. Want to exchange contact info? Let me know if you hear about Vivi. Sure. They exchanged contact info with Rex. Got it. Thanks. Wow, let me photograph you next time. He was quick to make his exit when we started asking him questions. Yeah, can't get a read on the guy. Gotta be based in Heimdall, though. That's where the Imperial Chronicle HQ is. I'm worried about Vivi. And, are you okay, Kurt? Yes. It was just a bit shocked that disciples are conscripted. They didn't have a choice. The national mobilization law is in effect, after all. You don't know for sure they've been forced to join the Imperial troops. Perhaps. What do we do that no one is at the hall? Pablo and Tatiana aren't here either. Should we go to the tailors and wait? Yes, let's. Never. You can't make me. What's your business? I'm on duty now. If you want something from me, come later. Stay aware, there'll be consequences. This place has been requisitioned as storage for military units. Got a problem? Got a formal complaint to the government. Worried about Raffi, Katja, and Walton. No choice to keep going. We've made it so far, we can't turn back now. We must free Instructor Rean. That's the spirit, kids. Kurt Vander would like to do one rain slash, though. Just right on his smug little face. How to transport goods, requisitioned by the military for the nearby village. It's a job like any other, but it's not like I'm doing anything wrong, but it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, you know? Where do you think you're going? This is a military facility. What business do you civilians have here? I'm sneaking past this guy. We don't want to attract unnecessary attention. Let's leave. Can I go this way? No? Let's look around town. Pablo and Tatiana should be here too. That's something different going that way. Cowards. Kurt, you're okay? Yes, I'm completely fine, Reggie. Thank goodness, Master Galart told me you've been through a rough patch. The Lord doesn't have the best reputation lately since its name's been connected to some suspicious incidents. I see. Well, yeah, like that time the main campus fucking ended the world or something? Yeah, that seems kind of like that would get people mad. Oh, wait, you're mad at the branch campus for not trying to end the world? Yeah, okay. No matter what people say, I trust you guys and so does Master Galard. I know it may not mean much, but I really do wish you the best of luck with everything you're doing. I appreciate it regardless, Reggie. Might not be a happy time for Parm, but I still have my job for now. Don't worry about me. You look like you're on a mission. Take care and good luck. Okay, I can't move. I'm trying to move just my left hand on the stick while I sip some coffee, and it won't cooperate. There we go. Hello, Kurt, and your friends as well? I haven't visited since April. I must say, the atmosphere in Parm is vastly different now. I did what I could, but things are subject to the times. What about you? I heard this and that about what happened in Heimdall. Your instructor isn't with you this time? Instructor Rean is, well, temporarily unavailable. They got me instead for now. I see, it seems things are really complicated for you after all. Oh, it's nice of you to drop by and say hello. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Thank you for the kind offer. Kicking myself over letting the military take over the training hall. I have to do what I can to protect everyone else. It's the least I can do as leader around here. I mean, what realistically could you have done? We just have like, well, yeah, the one house, and then we can probably call it and head back next time. My husband's a more hot-blooded than usual, but strangely enough, there's also a reassuring feeling about him. Even that sort of requisition supplies can't afford to stop working. I'm an artisan. Keeping our craft and traditions alive is a must, no matter what. That's what'll benefit Parm the most, after all. I don't think he's walking to my workshop without permission. How long are you gonna stand there? Don't even think about getting in the way of my work. Okay. Well, alrighty. We will call it for now and head back towards the tailor. Let's see if we can find Tatiana and Pablo next time. Oh wait, we never turned in our thing over at the chapel, did we? Let's do that real quick.
Hey, look, there's some fish there.
We don't believe in fish anymore, Juna. I could use some money. Welcome back. Do you manage to get the ingredients? Yes, here they are. Thank you. This should last us a good while. I have something for you too. It isn't much, but I hope you find it useful. But like, money? Are you sure you want us to give it to these? That's right, having the supply requisitions driven you into a tight spot? Oh, don't be silly. I wouldn't feel right if I couldn't thank you for some... Your kindness and willingness to lend a hand to those in need is very heartening to me. I would be truly glad if you could continue to help those in need like you did here. Andy has to watch an overview, so I hope you continue to do your best. Thank you, Father Hobbins. Hope we can live up to your expectations. Yes, I hope so too. They're growing into a real dependable bunch. Items you brought will allow me to make enough cures to last quite a while. Thank you so much. So is the heal any good? I mean, the passive is ass, but maybe the spell / stats? Okay, it does give Terrara, which is super good. But right now, since basic tier is... Some might say it's actual hot garbage. Is HP 2, is it a... It's not an upgraded one, so we could give it to you. I would rather give it to, like, probably Juna. But I need to upgrade her slot first. I don't know, our roles are a little undefined at the moment. I mean, you could give it to Randy. I don't know, I just feel like Randy's better off whacking shit than healing. But I guess until anybody else can have it, may as well go ahead and have it equipped. Alrighty, so we'll call it here, and the next time we will head to the town square and see if see what's gonna happen there. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.